with you guys to launch a very exciting product. This product already exists with us, but then there are specific changes which we are doing in this product. And with this proposition, this product of ours, Life Shield, will become an amazing uh, product for us to be positioned in the market. I would not come between you and our chief distribution officer and the chief actuarial officer and the chief marketing and digital officer. All three of them are here to actually take you through the journey of this product and what's in it for each one of you during the launch of this product. So without much ado, I will invite Mr. Ashok Suvarna, the Chief Distribution Officer, to address the gathering. Over to you, Ashok, sir.
Thank you, Gaurav. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. And as Gaurav mentioned, we are extremely excited and delighted to present to you the product. All of you are aware about LifeShield, but having heard, taken feedback and inputs from you, suggestions from all of you and our partners, our product team has been working on it for the last few months, and we are all set to now launch it and roll it out. So as we talk about LifeShield and the need for launching the revised version, I'd really like to touch upon what's really happening in our environment today. What is it that we are experiencing, and where do we really see the opportunities around for a product like LifeShield? Go on, Gaurav. Look, globally, we are all going through this COVID-19 pandemic. We keep hearing about vaccine coming in, but we really don't know when the vaccine is going to see the light of the day. हमें ये लगता है कि ये कोविड जो है कुछ महीने और रहेगा. We've all thought about that COVID will go away in 2 months, 3 months time, but it has stayed around for longer time than expected. और काफी सारी कंपनियां वैक्सीन पे काम कर रही है. काफी सारे कंपनियां जो वैक्सीन टेस्टिंग है वो एडवांस स्टेज में है. बट जो भी न्यूज़ रिपोर्ट हम देख रहे हैं वो यही कह रही है कि वैक्सीन आने वाला है. कब आने वाला है किसी को भी पता नहीं है, बट सब बोल रहे हैं कि वैक्सीन बहुत जल्द आने वाली है. So this pandemic is there to stay, and till we see the vaccine coming in. What is this all meant for us? COVID-19 has transformed our lives. COVID-19 has taught us new skills. COVID-19 has helped us discover new needs. But COVID-19 is also taught us how to deal with the new normal. Whether we talk about wearing a mask, I don't think before this ever, unless for people who are working in factories, people would have ever thought of wearing a mask. So, but it has also helped us discover a new need, the need for protection. As we look around, people definitely are experiencing a feeling of uncertainty. And in this feeling of uncertainty and a sense of insecurity, protection is being discovered as a new need by every consumer. So the way consumers have been looking at protection, and you and I, as much as consumers and our partners, our customers, We all see that the way they were used to look at insurance earlier and the way these people are looking at insurance now has undergone a significant change. Earlier, people used to shy away from buying an insurance policy, whether it is a health insurance or a life insurance. But here today, people are wanting to hear about insurance. People are wanting to understand what a health insurance policy is or what a life insurance policy is. Why? Because everybody has realized that there is an uncertainty of life. And because of this uncertainty of life, there is a feeling of insecurity in people's mind. But what's also important here, the discovery that we have is consumers are not looking at any, run of the mill kind of insurance product. People are looking at insurance product which are customized and are comprehensive enough to meet their need. The insurance products which meet their long-term need of protection. Along with this need, along with the ask for a new insurance and protection product, what we are also realizing is the whole consumer behavior is shifting, and the shift is towards adopting and adapting to the new digital world. And as we talk about the digital world is all about speed. Digital is all about convenience. And we as an organization have been working relentlessly in the last 6 months to meet this need, to roll out new digital tools and digital solutions to meet our consumers' need of speed and convenience. As we look at this whole uncertain environment, and I spoke about the need for insurance coming up, this is also being reiterated by various reports. This has also been reiterated by various research which is being done, that the insurance sector is undergoing a significant change. And the significant change is about the ask of products from consumers, but also the way the consumers are behaving or dealing with life insurance companies. And these are some of the articles that I would definitely like to talk about. Is that, there's Forbes which says insurance shopping has changed during the pandemic. Financial Express says life insurance industry has seen a surge in critical illness cover, along with the rider requirement has gone up. And overall, in this uncertain environment, we have seen a green shoots emerging for the life insurance companies, and the shift is definitely towards protection products. Go on, Gaurav. No, as I mentioned earlier, I think if you really look at this chart really talks about the insurance gap or the protection gap in our country, which is what is an opportunity which is staring at us. Look at India, the sum assured as a part of the GDP, and look at a country like Malaysia. We are just 19% vis-a-vis a country like 142%, which is Malaysia. But when we look at developed country like Singapore, it is at 273%. You can really see how underpenetrated and underprotected the country is. That's a huge opportunity that is available for us to really tap. So, as we look at this data, I think the question which keeps coming in my mind, and I think the same question should be coming in all your minds, is how do we ensure that, how do you help our friends, relatives, associates, and acquaintances discover the protection need in their own lives? And how do we ensure that we help them protect themselves from the uncertainties of life? What we really provide as an insurance company is financial security. There's, just to touch upon, all of you are aware, what is financial security and what does financial security really provide? Financial security provides a peace of mind. It helps and gives the confidence to families to meet the uncertainties of life. It removes the feeling of insecurity which is there in a lot of people today due to the uncertain environment that they are in. And it really, financial security means that there is enough money to take care of emergencies and future financial goals. What I've been really reflecting upon about what our teams have done, and especially the distribution team over the last 6 months. And, I feel so proud about the fact that the way our soldiers protect our country by being there on the boundaries of our country, our distribution team, our sales team has ensured that our protection solution has gone out and reached to our consumers. And by ensuring that our solutions has reached to the consumers, they've also ensured they've not only protected lives, they also protected the dreams and aspirations of our customers. In some sense, I call them the protection warriors. I rolled out the theme for Q3, which said that tough times and tougher us. As we will say, tougher times never last, but tough people do. And the tough people are our distribution teams out there on the field, who are our real protection warriors. So with this, I would say, to arm you with the right set of solutions to live up to this whole title of being a protection warriors, we are relaunching our LifeShield, and we will have Jemit and Anil speak more about the product features. I will urge each and every one of you to ensure that we take up solutions, whether LifeShield as the revised LifeShield or the relaunched LifeShield, or all other products that we have launched, to ensure that we are able to protect people, we are able to protect customers and their families, and most importantly, we should help them to secure their future. Happy selling, all of you. All the very best. And I just now hand it over to Jemit to take you forward in this whole webinar. Thank you very much. All the very best.
Hi. Hey, Ashok. Thanks a lot. Always nice to address the troops on the ground who are doing this great hard work. I can only imagine how hard they work, where all they go, and how they service the customers, and how they're able to get sales. And I completely empathize that you guys are the best. You are the rock solid. And I just wanted to remind you, okay, this Saturday, log in into the Excellence Awards. It's part of you. It is there to honor your success. So be there. But let's not take too far away from the agenda today. So allow me to share my screen on the, I hope it's clear and visible, Gaurav. We're good on this one.
Yes, Jemit.
Thank you, Gaurav. So yes, this is the ABSLI LifeShield plan, the new ABSLI LifeShield plan. Why is it so important? You all are aware, and as Ashok has said, Indians are rushing to take cover because COVID is causing that fear. Life insurance saying that there are surge in inquiries for term insurance or protection. And that's where people are realizing that ye mere ko chahiye, ki this is what I want. Premiums had risen in the last few months, and they were looking to rise also more. Now, what has this happened is that earlier it was a push product. You had to push it into the system ki ye lo sir, ye lo aapke liye. But now it is becoming a lot of pull product. So we recognize this. This is something that we got also from the field. Ki, sir, people are asking, I'm seeing the numbers go up. I'm seeing people are saying ki life insurance is now lesser of the push product and it's more of a pull product. These times are not the best, but this is where we have to grow from. Moving forward. Sorry. Yes. So we looked at our current LifeShield base and we tried to understand what is the kind of customer that we currently have. Now, this you can look at in two ways. For example, 86% of our customers who own LifeShield today are men and 14% are women. We all know that the share of the women in the household income is rising. We see women working, we see them contributing to the household. We believe that they have lives that now are worth protecting. That is what people are realizing today. So one way you can look at it and say 86% of NOPs today are men. Men is my natural market. 14% are by women, but this is something as an opportunity. If you look at the age of the customers, the LifeShield product is largely consumed by people who are lower than 45 years old. Look at all your customers, target them accordingly. Obviously, this is a product for slightly younger, but there is also the opportunity as I come ahead for the older. Yes, we are looking at more salaried people. So you look at the salaried younger lot, and therefore you will see we are currently selling to the salaried base, and the annual income is lower than 10 lakhs because salaried younger, the income tends to be lower. But look at the opportunity that there is a large opportunity for people who are in business or older for them also to come and be a part of this ecosystem, because this is while it is there for LifeShield. If you look at for all the other products, it is different. So we have the base, we have the ability to reach out to them. It is a question of how, when, where, and with which product. This is the best product. So when we embarked and tried to understand with people, when you're buying LifeShield or you're looking at term plan, what is it? Everyone talks about family. Everyone talks about protecting the family. Everybody understands that right now I'm working hard. Right now I need the coverage. Right now I'm earning, and that is where I need to protect. You guys need know this more. It is all that you and me understand. We need to understand this further and continue to build on all of this. What are the key insights? The first thing people are saying, the decision on the term plan depends on brand, then premium and claim settlement ratio. So we were looking at this person, we met this person, male, he's part of the real estate business, 39 years old. What did he say? दो agents मिले, ज्यादा पैसा नहीं देना था, लेकिन फैमिली को आगे पैसे मिलनी चाहिए, ऐसी कंपनी होनी चाहिए, बिरला जैसी लॉन्ग लास्टिंग. So you know, I know Birla is the brand that has been able to outlive most others. Birla is a brand that goes back beyond independence. So these people are aware that this brand will be with me because fundamentally they are buying it to protect their children and their assets. What is the second one? We also found it very interesting. Customers prefer ending payments by retirement. So this is where a lot of the short pay, limited pay options come into play. They're saying premium retirement के पहले खत्म होना है, retirement के बाद burden नहीं आना चाहिए. This is something that I find very interesting. I think it's something that we should capitalize on. Payment for term plan is a sunk cost. So I want to pay much before my retirement. जब मेरे पास पैसा है, जब I believe that I have the ability to fund this money, I will take the premiums, and then peace of mind, I know I am protected way after retirement if anything happens. What is this? They're looking that इसको legacy proposition है कि कल हो ना हो, कल मैं हूं ना हूं. There are two parts to it. आज अगर कुछ हो तो immediately मेरी family take care हो जाएगी, and tomorrow if I'm not there, it is a legacy. They probably don't need my money, but they require the legacy that I take it forward. ये जो आपने बताया 85 years तक अच्छा है, कवर अमाउंट मिलने का चांस ज्यादा है. टर्म प्लान के पैसे आगे के पीढ़ी को काम आने चाहिए. दिस इज व्हाट पीपल आर सेइंग. अंडरस्टैंड दिस, यूज इट, वर्क विथ इट. व्हाट आर वी सेइंग टू द कंज्यूमर्स? कंज्यूमर, आप वॉरियर हो. कंज्यूमर, आप मास्क पहनते हो, आप बाहर जाते हो, आप ये करते हो, क्यों करते हो? आपके फैमिली के लिए, आपकी लेगेसी के लिए. So what is it that we want to say? That if something happens to you, have you protected? This festive season, give the ultimate protection for your loved ones and create an opportunity that you can leave a legacy behind. It is a promise from a brand that has existed since 1857. And nobody today has a question on the Birla brand. And that is what we are able to sell. So customize the plan. It is inbuilt terminal illness and cover against COVID. Now we have far more competitive pricing and an opportunity to enhance milestones and cover spouse and also return of premiums. These are the various flexibilities built in. This is where it is. We have rolled out different sets of personas. This will continue for the millennial Manoj, for the young guy, for the parent, for the settled. I am settled now. Why do I require it? Limited period, long cover, or if I have taken a loan. So who is your customer? You align it. The pitch is there, and that will make it work. Now, ये सब करने के लिए we are in COVID times. We are in digital times. All of you have taken on the digital agenda so beautifully. We're going to come up with a lot of newspaper articles on online everywhere. It's very interesting, and it's something I want to share with you. Most people haven't seen it. I haven't even shared with my boss, but you are my champions. I'll share with you. We were tracking कि newspaper articles से is there any difference? We realized that whenever there is a newspaper article, so we check on Google online how the interest and the keywords move. When we did child plan, when we did future assured plan, whenever we did it in a particular city, so when we do it, let's say Dainik Jagran in MP, or we do it Punjab Kesari or North, or we do some of the Eastern or the Hindu or wherever, whenever we do a newspaper article, the search volume on Google goes up for the brand. So we know it is effective. And now we know which publications give us more search volume. Search volume goes on for the brand, basically means that newspaper articles are working. This is what people are searching. Use it. So we're going to do a lot of publicity around it. These newspaper articles are going to help you when and as and when we are sharing it on the WhatsApp groups that the sales guys have created. Use it, send it to your customers. He says, "Ha, I have read it," and therefore it causes a thing saying that, "Ha, मैंने देखा है. Yes, I understand. Yes, I'm interested in listening to it." You're going to get a lot of audio visual that are designed for WhatsApp and mobile. वो posters, pamphlets का जमाना गया. WhatsApp, TikTok का जमाना है. So all our videos are designed to fit into your mobile screen, and that we are sending it to you. Forward it, use it. One pagers are also WhatsApp friendly. Sales pitches and leaflets, everything is mobile friendly. The fonts are right. Use it. ये सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन आप बोलोगे हमारा ई ऐप कैसा है? A lot of work has gone into e-app. Believe me, more than 30% of my time I look at a lot of things is pure e-app. I have teams dedicated to e-app. We are improving day by day. Your complaints, your feedback, your suggestions, they're all coming to us. We have an OCR now for document upload. It helps in automatic document verification. That has been smoothened out. Self-sourcing by DSF and APC channels has now been got in. Insurance direct associates can now be hired and source policies. We have the IR and the payment completion पहले problem था, उसको हटा दिया है. You can do your process, payment होते रहेगा. That has happened. CKYC we made non-mandatory. Smoker declarations we've removed from the term plan. Live payment status on screen. We know exactly how your payment is. This will, you can immediately tell your customer कि payment confirmation आया है. Existing policy holders. We are in this business for 20 and more years. We have so many existing policy holders. All of their income details and whatever we have is pre-populated. So wherever you know it can go through without more documentation, is everything has been built in into this plan. One very interesting thing I wanted to tell you is that the sales buddy is going to launch. We are working live. Some of you who are part of our beta testing, I have known this. It is a great way to talk to a consumer, sell him posters, send him greetings, send him a little thing, create that presentation on the fly, create a quick quote, build combinations, send everything on a mobile app and take the customer's name and it goes to him. Your selling is going to be so much easier. I am so excited on this sales buddy that we have made live. We made it live 15 days advance on the beta. We're coming out with feature after feature after feature. The response that we've got is crazy. I hope you guys are fighting with your bosses. Ki I want to be on this beta launch. It is going to be a game changer, and I'm so happy that all of this is being brought in. At the end, I have only one thing to say, and I like to end with shairi. My father-in-law loved giving me shairis, and I have written down a lot of his shairis, what he shared, etc., and they helped me. I just want to share one thing with you. जब हौसला बना लिया है ऊंची उड़ान का, फिर देखना फिजूल है कद आसमान का. So keep that in your heads. Keep going. I love you guys. I'm proud of you. Do well, and I hope we are able to work and give you all sorts of tools that help you sell and service the customer well. Thank you, guys. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank
Gaurav,
you very much.
you're on
Yeah,
mute.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jamit. Thank you very much. This was an amazing, enlightening session here. Friends, we will wait 1 minute for Gaurav Jain to join in. Mithun, have you been able to get Gaurav Jain online? Allow him to enter this chat room. Yes,
Yes,
Gaurav. Yes, friends, we have Gaurav Jain with us, and Gaurav Jain is going to take us through the exciting product of LifeShield. Gaurav, you are there in the nick of time, and thanks for joining in. Gaurav, you want me to run your PPT, or will you be able to run it yourself? You can start
Uh,
sharing.
Hi, Gaurav. It'll help if you can just help me with the PPT.
I will do that. Over to you, Gaurav. We are
Thank you
all
so much.
excited for this product. Yeah, I'm muting myself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. By the time Gaurav puts the PPT, good evening, everyone. And yet again, I'm here in front of you to talk about another product offering. And I firmly believe that when we talk about term as a proposition, we have to be competitive. And therefore, the proposition that we are coming up with effect from tomorrow is going to be extremely exciting. And it should actually excite you and drive you to do more of sales for the people who have not been active in protection. This is something that is going to enable you by going ahead and talking to your customers. It is going to be such an enthusiastic proposition for you. And for those who are already selling, this is your reason why and how you can multiply the number of policies that you've been doing so far. Now, before Gaurav shifts this further, let me say this to you. What if I tell you that I have come up with a proposition wherein your customer needs to pay approximately 50% lesser premium than what he would usually pay in a regular premium paying policy, and at the same time, his earnings multiply by 4 times, not 1 time, 2 times, but 4 times. I'm sure it sounds very exciting to you. Now let's have a look at what is being done in this proposition. So Gaurav, we can move to the next slide. What we are trying to do is, in order to make the term proposition competitive, we have minor modified our Life Shield product. The existing version of this will close today, and the new exciting version will be launched effective tomorrow, wherein we have reduced the prices of the non-trop, the normal protection product variant 1 to 6 for the limited pay variant, which is 6 pay, 8 pay, and 10 pay. We have reduced the premium by up to 15%. If we move to the next slide, you will see the premium rate comparison. In 6 pay, you can see that for customer aged 30 to 50, the reduction in premium has been in the range of 5% to 15%, depending upon the age and the policy term combination that you choose. Similarly, if you move to the 8 pay, which is on the next slide, again, the price reduction is in the range of 4 to 16%, depending upon, again, the age and the policy term that somebody chooses. If you move to the next slide, in 10K also you would find a similar phenomenon, that the reduction is in the range of 7 to 15%. Now, if I were to tell you that, basis the data that I have seen, that our average age of our customer who buys protection through us is 37 years. This means that at age between 35 to 40, the premium will reduce anywhere between 13 to 15%. Doesn't it sound exciting? Definitely yes. The reduction in premium from current levels by approximately 13 to 15% in limited pay offering, which means that the customer will eventually end up paying a much lesser value in absolute terms. And it makes it very competitive in the market, in the competition space. At the same time, let's move forward, Gaurav. Okay, just to give you a frame of the competition benchmarking. I mean, now have a look at this. Earlier, if I were to say that we were very expensive in comparison to Tata, we were out. Now, when you compare this ABSLI Life Shield V04, the second column in the top left table, our premium is 34,574 versus approximately a 30,000 premium in HDFC versus a Tata's premium of 35,282. So I mean, now you see, and of course, iPro being now much more expensive than our offering, but we are in the range of HDFC and Tata in most of the PPT and PT combinations in the limited pay variant. As you can see, all these greens reflect that we are cheaper than the competition. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Now, why limited pay? The answer is simple, that in our current business pool, if I were to evaluate our portfolio, a lot of customers are businessmen. And as we all know, that business is about uncertainties, and business is about, business is about taking risks, but at the same time, to get away with the liabilities at the earliest possible time. Now, when you meet a business customer, what would his natural instinct be? That yes, I want to have the coverage, but I do not want to get into the commitment of continuing to pay for next 50 years. Is there a way I can pay early or in a lesser duration? The answer is yes, sir. You can pay for 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, and still you can get coverage up to age 85. And guess what, sir? If you do that, you will save approximately 50% on the total monies that you will pay to us as premium. And that will be covered in the subsequent slide. I'll show you the mathematical calculation of that as well. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Similarly, for a salaried employee, I mean, if somebody wants to get covered, of course, he can choose to pay up to age 85. The other way is that, yes, even he doesn't want to pay anything beyond 60 years. While, yes, for now, we do not have the pay till 60 option, but still, somebody can opt for the 10 pay variant, which again is available at a very, very decent price. Let's move forward. Now, let's understand this with the help of a case study. If a customer aged 35, which is more or less close to our portfolio, our average age is 37, opts for a crore rupees of sum assured, and he chooses a regular pay variant. So he will end up paying approximately 18,000 rupees for a coverage till age 75 years, which means that he will end up paying 7,26,400 rupees to us for getting a coverage of 1 crore for a period of 40 years. Why? If he chooses to pay premiums for 6 years, if he chooses the 6 pay variant, then his premium is 63,800. But in 6 years, he ended up paying 3,83,000 rupees, which means he has net saved approximately 45% of the total money that he would end up paying to us in a regular pay. Now look at this in this manner. A, he's saving the money in terms of total premium that he has to pay for the same coverage. B, he is getting free, or he's getting rid of the liability much before time. C, I mean, he is also in a way releasing his stress that he does not need to take care of this premium to be paid after he has retired. So net, it's a very value proposition from a customer standpoint, and especially for my friends and for my sellers in our DSF channel. Those who our agents actually look at, also advisors look at also the commission. I mean, from an earning perspective, given this higher premium and the way the commissions are structured, Net net, when you do the calculation, you would realize that the fact is that your earnings also are 4 times more in a limited pay versus a regular pay. And I am sure that many of us have already started to understand this. That's why we see that the limited pay variant, even in the current version, is picking the traction, and the sales in the limited pay variants are increasing. Let's move forward, Gaurav. So now let's try and understand what are the benefits of limited pay to a customer. Pay as you earn, which means that get rid of your liabilities as soon as possible. Stay covered throughout the policy term. No stress, stress free. Pay a much lesser premium versus a regular pay, and lesser commitment, therefore greater convenience. From a seller perspective, a better case size, which means that for all your business counts and rewards and recognitions and contests, a higher premium means higher credit. Higher earnings, which means that if the commission rate remains the constant, because of the higher premium you end up earning more. And as per the customer suitability, whether it is the business customer or a salaried customer, given the reasons that we have talked about on the left side to the customer, it can be a very active proposition, an active pitch to the customer. Let's move forward. Now let's understand, we also have, by the way, the term with return of premium option in our Life Shield. While there is no price change, and I can already see that almost 50%, 55% of our sales are already coming in term with return of premium variant. But let me ask you a question and think about it, because I know that in this webinar you don't have an option to answer. But if I were to ask you that what is better, would you like to live in a rented accommodation or would you like to live in your own house? Obviously, the answer will be that we all want to live in our own house. So a non return of premium variant, a simple vanilla term product, is like a rented accommodation, wherein you pay premiums every year just like rent, and the day you stop, I mean, the landlord will ask you to move out of the house. Similarly, we will stop the policy, we will stop the coverage. While if you talk about the term with return of premium option, that option is actually like a own house, wherein you're paying the premium, you stay till the end of the term, and when you are actually exiting the policy, we will refund you all the monies that you have paid, which means that the asset that you had created, you get the monies back. The other way to look at it is, it's like flipping a coin. Heads you win, tails you win, which means that in case something were to happen to you, in case of an eventuality, in case something happens to you, in case you die, then the monies will be paid. The sum assured that we had said will be paid to your family, to your loved ones, to take care of the financial loss. And God willing, if you survive through the policy term, still your money did not go waste. Just at the cost of that interest, you got covered throughout your policy term, and at the end, we will still refund your money. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Yeah, I did cover this. I thought the slide is not moving. Now let's look at this. One moment, Gaurav. If you just see the premium comparison, by the way, for this proposition, in a normal term product, you would have ended up paying 76,000 rupees of premium, versus in a term with return of premium, you are paying 91,000. So even the increase is not that high to get the benefit of all the monies to be returned to you at the end of the policy term. Net net, people are looking for it. There is a lot of customer sentiment around this. There are various platforms like Policy Bazaar who have also marketed this. So there is also a understanding, top of the mind recall of term with return of premium as a proposition. It is selling well in the market. We are doing well as a company. We are almost 55-60% of the sales are coming here in our Life Shield product. This is a wonderful proposition. Let's focus on this as well, all the more. Let's move forward, Gaurav. I did cover this. I mean, the own house versus the rented house accommodation. I mean, that's the compelling story. It's factually correct that yes, everybody wants to live in his own house. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Yeah, we can move forward. Yeah, let's move. Now, talking about the commissions, I have been talking about that you earn more, you earn more. By the way, the first year commission for the 6 pay, 8 pay, 10 pay, and the regular pay remains unchanged, which is 30% that has been paid so far. And for the top version, it has been always PPT into 3, so it remains unchanged. However, there is a slight change in the renewal commission. Now, the renewal commission will be 1% from year 2 to 5, and year 6 onwards, there will be no renewal commission. Now, this is on the pretext that yes, the prices have been corrected to the range of 15 odd percent. However, in top, there is absolutely no change whatsoever. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Now, talking about the earning potential that I have been saying, if somebody were to buy a term with return of premium option versus a plain vanilla term product for a sum assured of 1 crore, customer age is 35, policy term 50 years. Now, see that in a regular pay variant, the total earning of a customer will be 6,931 rupees. If you see in the bottom right of the first table, the total earning that when somebody would make in a regular pay will be 6,931 versus if somebody buys a limited pay, the earning will be 26,000 rupees. So the earnings increase the moment you move from regular to 6 pay. The point that I was making, that if you take a limited pay, if you sell a limited pay variant to your customer, even your earnings increase. I mean, 26,000 over 7,000 is almost 3.75 times increase in your earnings. Yeah, and because of no change in commission, even the drop thing remains a very, very valuable proposition from a sales perspective. So earning potential is definitely approximately 4 times versus a regular pay variant. Let's move forward, Gaurav. Yeah, this will be it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Gaurav. Friends, we will use this opportunity. We have Sandeep on the call here. We have Sumit Sahani here. We have Sanjeet here. All of them are here. Alongside, we also have Gaurav Jain, Ashok, and Jamit. We will utilize this time. We have blocked about 30 minutes to answer some of the questions. You have a chat window there. You can type your answers in the chat window. Question, sorry. You can type your questions on the chat window, and I would pick it up from there and will post the question to our esteemed panel members. I've already got certain questions, and I'm going to pick it up and is going to put it all for everyone's to answer. The uh, the first question is from Kesavan. He is from Chennai, Mylapore. And the question he has is, why won't we give death benefit as a surrender value to the customer? Uh, so why don't we give death value as a surrender sorry, as a sum assured to the customer in Life Shield? Gaurav, you would want to answer that?
Sorry, Gaurav, I didn't understand the question. I mean, what do we do?
So Keswaran has a question. He says, why won't we give death benefit as a sum assured plus surrender value for which policies have been surrendered? So he's asking that can we give both the surrender value as well as sum assured for the policies which are surrendered in the death benefit?
So, in a term proposition, the insured event is the death and not surrender. So, if somebody dies, as an organization, the way the product is priced, the company is only liable to pay a sum assured in case of an eventuality, which is death here. Yeah, but otherwise, in case of a surrender where a customer is, not honoring the commitment, the contractual commitment, in that case, after completion of PPT, I can at best give the surrender value, because this is a product which does not offer a living benefit in general sense. It is a product which is triggered the insured event is the death in this case.
Uh, the other question is from DSF Jalgaon, from Dhananjay Patil. It says reduction in premium. Reduction in premium is for all ages from 18 to 65 for non-crop, limited pay, or only for specific age groups.
So reduction in premium is for every age for variant 1 to 6, which means that all non-trop variants other than variant 7 and 8, in all variants 1 to 6, the reduction is in each and every age for every combination. But the amount of reduction, the percentage of reduction will depend upon the combination. That what age you are entering, what is the policy term that you're choosing, that would the reduction percentage of reduction will vary on that.
The question, Sandeep, is from Shikha in Delhi. She is asking that in case of limited pay, the riders will continue till PPT or till the policy term.
I think I'll take this. So,
Okay, Gaurav.
yeah, the riders that we have right now, except for the ADB rider that we have, the accidental death benefit rider, which is now a limited pay rider. In that case, the accidental death benefit will continue even after the PPT. All other riders that we have are right now regular pay riders, and hence the benefits will continue to be available only during the premium payment term. Having said that, it is in our plan that once we have our product portfolio balanced, you will see in future riders coming with a limited pay option as well. And the waiver of premium rider in any case has to be only for the premium payment term.
Thank you, Gaurav. There is a barrage of questions, and before I can read, the question flips over. Just bear with me, friends. The next question is Jarsa Guda, and he is saying that the prices are now very comparable to Tata, so it's a good news for them. Thank you for the appreciation, Baba Shesh Mishra.
Thank you so much.
The next question is from Arun Kumar, and Arun says that the education requirement is currently 10 plus 2 in B and C category towns. This has to be moved to 10 plus here. Sumit, any views you have on this?
Or if we have Jatin on the call.
This is on the underwriting, right? Do we have Jatin on the call?
No, we don't have Jatin on the call.
Yeah, so we'll have to come back on this.
Okay.
I'll take it then.
Yeah.
As you see that from the time when this reinsurance change happened in the month of March, and the kind of stringent guideline that we had, where we were not even allowing anybody below graduation, to the time that we have continuously worked in last 5 months, and things have eased from negative locations to now a selective criteria, a very logical based criteria that has been introduced. All I'm trying to say is that yes, we are cognizant of all these facts, and the teams are continuously and constantly working in making these things as simpler as possible. And rest assured that this is also something that is within our minds, but we need to agree on a mechanism to underwrite this risk with the reinsurers. Like we have relaxed so many underwriting guidelines, definitely in future you may see some relaxations even in this side.
And just to add to what Gaurav just said, if the life is of very high quality, you are fairly confident. There are financials to prove that. We can put it up as an exception, and I'm sure Jatin will be more than happy to help.
Absolutely.
So there's another question that can we expect some reduction or relaxation in underwriting requirements in terms of financials as well as in education?
The work is on.
This has come in from Jayanagar Amresh. So as Sumit mentioned, yeah, Gaurav, you want to share?
The work is on that side.
Okay.
So there are financial surrogates and everything else that is now beginning to be accepted. and you will see these things to be realized as and when we move forward, because yes, we are going to leverage digital and digitally available tools to make this as seamless as possible. And Jatin and team are already on it very extensively.
The other question is from Amrit Mahajan, and he talks about that do we have an option of pay till 60 and uh, only pay till 60 and then subsequently a customer is not allowed to pay, as in a larger payment term option only up to pay up to 60 years.
So I am very, very cognizant of this fact, and I firmly believe that we should have pay till 60 option. However, there are certain constraints. Life Shield product, I could only do minor modification, and under minor modification, I have no leeway to introduce any other PPT variant. Otherwise, I would have done it already. But rest assured, we are working on a new term proposition that has already been discussed with many of you. And when that sees the light of the day, I can assure you that you will have pay till 60 option.
Thank you. Sumit, will you take this? Question is from Murli Goda, and he is in all appreciation that the product pricing is great and we will be able to compete. He wants a reshare of the commissions in Trop. He wants to know what are the commissions in Trop. Are the
So,
commissions changing in Trop?
so Gaurav Jain just mentioned, I think there is no change, right?
Yeah, there is no change.
Absolutely.
There is no
Yeah.
change in the Trop commissions. Yeah.
So it's
Uh,
37 and a half PPT into 3, then RYC 7.5, 7.5, so on and so forth,
Yeah.
remains completely unchanged.
And also to add to that, Gaurav, I think you should share with everyone that even in the credits for the managers, there is no change for the balance 15 days of the month. The product proposition has become very lucrative. So there was one suggestion that we should lower the credits, but we are holding the credits, which is 125% at least for next 15 days. And I think that's fantastic news for everyone. So we should go all out and sell this and maximize.
sure, Sumit. There is a question, Gaurav, from Rahul Dev Bhal. He says that can we get our Life Shield plan in lesser sum assured than what we have currently today?
So I would address it in this manner that function of sum assured is the function of the experience that we gain as an organization or as an industry. I mean, if you scroll through the top insurers who are very aggressive in protection, you would not find people who are offering sum assured below 50 lakhs, and there is a reason behind it. The reason is the mortality experience in the Indian market has been extremely adverse below 50 lakh rupees of sum assured, and hence for now there is no reinsurer who's willing to support that kind of a business. Therefore, we are kind of trying to stay away from that market for now, while this is the situation now, but that doesn't mean that it will never change in future.
Thank you, Gaurav. The next question is from Amol Sharda. He says he is from HDFC. He says that our surrender value in Trop version is lesser than the competition for a period of 10 years and 20, for a period of 10 years, 15 years pay term and the policy term.
Yeah. So we do not pay any surrender value if somebody surrenders a policy during the premium payment term. We only give a surrender value after the PPT is over. Now, when all these the reinsurance changes happened in March, I had two options that I could either increase the prices by 20-25% from the current levels, or the other way was that I do these smarts, that I remove the RPU and postpone the surrender value after PPT and still try and balance the financials so that the product is viable. There is no price change. At the same time, it is affordable and doable for the organization. So in order to strike that balance, we had to make this move.
Thank you, Gaurav. Jemit, there's a question from DM Neha Bhatia. She is asking any specific reason why we have reduced the premiums of Life Shield. If some customer asks, what would be her reply?
It is, you'll have to say, sir, thank you, boliye. It is just to be more competitive. It is in line with the more what the market wants. And Gaurav can explain how the different calculations were recast to try and give you something better. It is just a question of we want to always try and pass on more and more benefits. Insurance is complicated, various costs come in, but wherever possible, try and pass on more so that we can service you more. I'm assuming that's a good thing that people will ask.
Yeah, thank you, Jamit. Uh, we can take a couple of questions more. Uh, there is Shankara Narayanan from Chennai. He is talking about sum assured reduction to 25 lakhs. And would we be in a position to give offer product at 25 lakhs of sum assured or not?
For now, no. In future, maybe yes.
Uh, Thank you, Sumit. The question is for you, and or maybe sorry, the question is for you, Sanjeev ji. Since it is in your territory, it says that uh, the income requirements, the incomes are lower in rural areas, and education qualifications are also low in rural areas. So, do we have any plans to come up with some kind of guidelines which can cater to rural locations?
As Gaurav Jain has already mentioned, we have there are three things: medical underwriting, financial underwriting, and pricing. On pricing, you have got the reduction. It's between 12 to 15% reduction is there. Medical underwriting, this will be there will not be any reduction in the medical underwriting because of the we have lowered the pricing. Yes, on the financial underwriting, uh, we have already started considering all the surrogates, but you need to everyone need to appreciate that the customer must have some income and the financial documentation sufficient to justify the applied sum issue. Therefore, uh, anyone can we cannot give the term cover to any individual who is not able to justify the his financial standing. Then we are considering the financial surrogates, and but yes, there will be if you are in a position to justify the sum assured which is applied sum assured, so then underwriting is definitely considerate. मैं कहूँगा कि it's they are too much considerate for the applied sum assured basis the other financial surrogates. Therefore, but you need to appreciate without having documentation, term policy is not possible.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji. The next question is for you, Sandeep. This is coming from Arvind Singh in Jaipur, and he wants to know whether we will bring back the income shield plan as of now or not.
I think right now the product that we are talking is very, very competitive, very, very unique. And this has taken care of the pricing challenge that we had. So I would say that, with the context of pandemic and the reason for people to go for protection cover and insurance, I think this is one of the best that we have right now. So let's, as of now, make this product a huge, huge success.
Thank you, Sandeep. Uh, Gaurav, there is a specific question to you from Bangalore, which says that uh, that do we have a specific critical illness riders associated with this plan, or are we planning to come up with some more riders?
Very good question. Just to share the context, I mean, critical illness is something that, in any case, was very well understood by the customers, and that is evident in the fact with the kind of attachments that we see of critical illness in the digital space. Having said that, whatever we have in our riders today, that the rider that offers for critical illness coverage will continue to exist. But in the new proposition that we will be coming up with, we are working on a certain inbuilt option in the product proposition, which will cover decent number of critical illnesses, say 50, 60, in the range of that. And yes, the plan is on.
Thank you, Gaurav. Gaurav, there is one more question for you from Manoj Kalra in
Yeah.
from Ambala. He is asking,
Mhm.
is the term conversion available from existing to new Life Shield version 4?
The answer is no. I mean, if you convert, then basically you're surrendering a policy, and then, according to your, if you are penalized for persistency, then, you will of course get that kind of a penalty on that. And it is not advised to surrender the existing policy and buy a new. Why not rather go to the customer and say that, now that it is even cheaper, and buy more sum assured? Because rest assured, to whomsoever you have covered, he is still not fully covered. There is still a scope.
Thank you, Gaurav. There is a thought which Shabir Hassan Rashid is sharing, and he's saying that crop has a surrender value option, which is not available in limited term. So this makes the story more compelling.
All right.
Very good thought, Shabir. Appreciate. I think we are running out of time. 18:44. I think we can take another couple of questions. Uh, Sumit, will you like to take this? There is a specific ask from Vikas Agarwal whether we will give cover to housewives who are not graduate, who are undergraduates, housewives.
Again, the same underwriting grid which is applicable as of today will apply. So there is no change unless we come with a revised guideline. So the same grid which is applicable continues.
Thank you, Sumit. Friends, I am picking up another two questions, and would request you to keep writing the questions in the chat box so that we will consolidate all the questions and will reach out to you the with the specific answers. But in the paucity of time, we would want to conclude this webinar with this last two questions. And I am just scrolling through, and I will pick up. I am just moving away from the repeated questions, and will get a specific question. So, Sandeep, the question is from HDFC Banca channel, and this is very specific to Bombay. They're saying that a customer has a bank account in HDFC. He is undergraduate, but he is working in an organization which is giving him consistent salary, and he is able to buy the life insurance. But our underwriting guidelines don't permit him. Is there any things which we can create for specific cases like this?
So I think Sumit also kind of addressed this question. So being very specific about the work that he is doing and the place where he's working, is there something that can be done? I can't say, because right now the underwriting guidelines don't allow this. But having said that, if there is a special case that you want to put up with the underwriting team and the reinsurers, I think we can take this forward. But as per the guidelines, I don't think it's allowed. But there is no harm in don't promise anything to the bank, don't promise anything to the customer, but definitely it can be put up for a reevaluation.
Thank you, Samir. I'm picking up the last question from Ragi Venkateshluru from Tirupati. He's saying that, is it a possibility of removing rider in the second year? So first year the customer has taken the rider. Now in the second year the customer doesn't want the rider. Is there a possibility of removing the same? Gaurav Jain, would you like to take this question?
Yes. Yes, definitely the customer can remove the rider as per his convenience.
Okay, thank you.
But on the policy anniversary date,
Yeah, I mean, he's covered till the policy anniversary date, and if he doesn't pay the next premium, the rider will be deemed to be surrendered.
Sure. So that's all on the question and answer session here. Sandeep, will you want to share some message for your team?
Thank you, Gaurav. Guys, this is again a great opportunity. As you all know, that the context that Ashok and Jamit set for the term plan market in India, I think we all understand this requirement is very basic. This is basically allows you to take risks in life. This is again one of the the sound principles on which a financial plan is built. Good news, the price is reduced. I think this couldn't have been a better situation. This couldn't have come at the right time. Having said that, it's up to us now that how many customers do we reach out to, how many people do we reach out to and make this product available. The power of this product, the power of the price is something which is compelling enough to reach out to as many customers as possible. And to begin with, I always say that if you don't believe in it, you will not be able to sell this with conviction. So to do that, how many of you have properly insured yourself? How many of you have taken insurance for yourself? Because if you are not insured properly, how will you insure your customers? How will you insure the people that you meet and talk? So first and foremost, if the prices have gone down, I think you should take this up first for yourself, and then with the same conviction, go out and sell it to as many customers as possible. I understand that term plan is not so difficult, and it's not so cumbersome to sell. It's a very simple product. And good news about term plan is that the persistency is very good. And we are in the business of life insurance. I have been in this business for almost 16 years now. I haven't got a single customer complaint for a term plan. While you have customer complaints and requests for change and everything coming for all other products, for a term plan, there has never been a customer complaint. So it's a great product proposition that we have for our customers. I want each one of you to take this as a personal, personal resolve, personal challenge to reach to as many customers as possible and make this product available for them. Guys, this is one of the best things that you can do for your clients. Coming and just to, before I hand over to Gaurav, I think in last 16 years, I'm sure all of you will agree that you would have got some complaints coming in saying that this was not the right product sold to me, or this is not the great product for me. I have heard complaints for term plan, but that just one complaint, and that has come from a nominee saying, why did you sell less? Why did you not sell more? So guys, this is the power of this product. And I know that, this is a great responsibility that we have as insurance professionals, that we make sure that our customers are properly insured, they have adequate insurance cover. And if you are not doing that job properly, trust me, guys, you're not doing justice to your clients. So once again, reduction in price by almost 45% is a great opportunity to reach out to as many clients as possible. I'm personally very excited about this entire product proposition that we have created, and I hope in partnership distribution, this is going to be a big success. So all the best, guys, and look forward to great numbers coming in from here on. So over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you very much, Sandeep. Sumit, your thoughts, your message.
Sure, Gaurav, I'll keep it short and sweet. They say when you are challenged, you change. And what a change we have brought about. We were challenged by this pandemic and we have responded back beautifully. Very frankly, the way things are, I only see things becoming better from here on. And what a time to get a term plan at such a cheap rate, at such a competitive price. I think all our existing customers, we should just call them, reach out to them, and get them to cover themselves in the new term plan. This is the most competitive term plan. Gaurav Jain covered it in length. I think there's no further explanation which is required. Everybody should take a pledge. In the balance 15 days, we should reach out to all our existing customers and sell. And remember, in life insurance, if there is a product which is a pull product, it is term. Life insurance otherwise is a completely push sales, wherein you sit with the customer, make him realize what is his need, and that is when he signs on the dotted line. Here, what is happening is the customer is calling us. He's the one who needs this cover right now, and we have a solution. So with the drop of an ink, flare of a pen, we can create a fortune for our customers. Go do it. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sumit. Over to you, Sanjeet ji. Your message to everyone.
Thanks, Gaurav. Friends, what was the earlier challenge we were facing in the competition? Pricing. Other issues were not much material, I would say, but pricing was a little challenge, and that's why in some of the geographies and uh, term sale was less. If you see the how competition is playing on the term plan, best of the companies, their term contribution is close to 35% to 40%. Just see 35 to 40% business coming in the term plan. Now we are more cheaper than all those companies. We have also opportunity. Currently, our term share is 12 to 13% in DSF. That need to be immediately that we can increase it to 30, 35%. We have opportunity. So you can see the potential, and 14, 15% the direct price reduction is good enough for the distributor and for all of us. So I would say take the place, but the Sandeep mentioned, each individual need to take place and go all out in the market and with full confidence, and you can have at least 30, 35% business share of the term remaining in remaining 15 days and onwards, because we will never have been the cheapest pricing in terms of the term. Therefore, I wish you all the best and grab the market share and कहते हैं ना छा जाओ मार्केट पे. This time अपना टाइम आएगा तो अपना टाइम आ चुका है in terms. All the best.
Thank you, Sanjeet ji. Inviting you, Jemit, for your closing words and your message to the team.
Uh, when stalwarts such as Sanjeet and others have spoken, I have very little to say. But हम भी थोड़ा शायरी के मूड में हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा मेन स्ट्रीम शायरी मारते हैं, because we have now come a long way and we've changed, we've improved our plan. I like the question that was asked कि अब प्लान क्यों सस्ता कर रहे हो. ये तो means we are getting it right. तो एक डायलॉग याद आ रहा है, मेरा फेवरेट एक्टर, अभी गाली मत देना, शाहरुख खान है. हिंदी फिल्मों की तरह लाइफ में भी अंत में सब कुछ ठीक ही हो जाता है, और अगर ना हो तो वो अंत नहीं, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. ओवर टू यू.
Thank you very much, Jemit. May I invite Ashok for your closing words to the team and your thoughts on this plan?
Yeah, thanks, Gaurav. Thank you everyone for your thoughts and ideas. Yes, Jemit, picture abhi baki hai. That is what Gaurav Jain has promised us. But friends, as I speak, before I close the session, I would first like to really thank our product team led by Anil Kumar Singh, Nakul and Gaurav Jain for having worked on this product tirelessly. And I must tell you that this is one more evidence of what we speak as a company, what we preach as a company, but what we also practice is we will listen to you and we will respond. You have been telling us, you have been giving us inputs, you have been giving us feedback that our term product needs to be competitive in the market. While look at it, LifeShield is the only product and the only company which did not increase its premium in spite of the reinsurance premium going up. But here, forget about increasing. We are reducing the premium. We are making it extremely competitive. What better can you ask for on the eve of the festive season? So friends, let's make it a memorable quarter, a quarter for protecting lives. And I will keep saying that we should aspire to protect 1 million lives. And here is an opportunity to start this in a very big way this quarter. All the very best and happy selling to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ashok, and thank you, friends, for joining in. We appreciate your questions. Some of them were on the underwriting, some of them were on the product. But I must tell you, this is a one of its kind change in the product which we have done tactically for you to be able to really go out and make a difference and really go out and make a sale. So from that's all from our side. All the very best. Happy selling. All the very best. Thanks. Thanks everyone.